understand your concern. Most edgy comics look like me, race and gender-wise. They say whatever they like. Edgy comedians, no one tells them what they can and can't say. They walk straight on stage, top of their specials sometimes, do 10 solid minutes just slagging off transgender people. Just straight out the gate, just making fun of transgender people. If people on the internet get upset about it, the comedian's always like, bad luck! That's my job. I'm a stand-up comedian. I'm meant to challenge people. If you don't like being challenged, don't watch my shows. What's the matter, guys? Too challenging for you? That's my job. I'm a stand-up comedian. I'm meant to challenge people. If you don't like being challenged, don't watch my shows. What's the matter, guys? Too challenging for you?
All right, guys, so it seems that we have a Dave Chappelle situation happening all over again as Netflix has come under fire once again because one of their comedians in their Netflix special upset the woke mob. And the specific sector of the woke mob that they upset is no other than the trans community, right? Which does not like Netflix's new comedy special featuring British comedian Ricky Gervais, who, I ain't gonna lie, he went in, right? I mean, this guy did an uncut version of this comedy special in which he actually made some very, very kind of dark jokes about the trans community that they didn't like, okay? This guy went harder than Chappelle, okay? Now, these people really didn't like what Chappelle said, but Chappelle kind of went soft, okay? He went kind of a little soft on him, right? This guy did not go soft. He did not hold back, okay? He let the jokes rip, right? And that's kind of what comedy should be, right? I love comedy. I told you guys I like my comedy uncut and raw, okay? I like it uncut and raw because comedy is an arena where that should be allowed, right? Just like academia, okay? In regards to fringe ideas, okay? I never call for censorship of fringe ideas in academia because that is where they belong, right? They belong in academia, okay? Where they can be debated and they can be put to the test, right? So I think the same thing goes for comedy, right? These types of jokes that make people very, very, very uncomfortable. I believe that that's what comedy is for, right? For people to be able to take a look inside of themselves and laugh at themselves among other people because, again, that's what makes the human experience fun, right? In my opinion. Okay, but some people just don't see it that way, right? And they get upset just because somebody's poking fun at them. And that is what happened in this situation. So I want to talk about that. But before I get in there, I just want to let you guys know, if you like my channel, you want to support my channel, you can do so using the links in the description below. You support the Patreon, you support the PayPal, you support the merch. There are multiple ways to support the channel if you would like to do so. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get into one of these clips from Ricky Gervais's Netflix special that is being called dangerous by the trans community over his jokes, and we'll go from there. Take a look.
Old-fashioned women, oh god, you know, the ones with wombs. Oh, those dinosaurs. No, I love the new women. I know the new women, they're great, aren't they? You know, the new ones we've been seeing lately, the ones with beards and they're as good as gold. I love them. No, it's the old-fashioned with it. And now the old-fashioned, they go like, oh, they want to use our toilets. Why shouldn't they use your toilets? For ladies. They are ladies. Look at their pronouns. What about this person isn't a lady? Well, his penis. Her penis, you f***ing bigot. What if he rapes me? What if she rapes you? You turf whore.
Now, obviously, that is going to hit a sore spot with a lot of people, right? But again, this is comedy. And the whole point of comedy is to make points, right, about real life in a way that is funny, right? And what he's saying has some truth to it. It has a whole lot of truth to it in regards to the whole, pronoun thing basically being a factor reality for that community, right? If you say, hey, I'm a woman, then hey, I'm a woman, right? My pronouns are she and her. Therefore, I am a woman. I can use whatever bathroom I want. I can do whatever I want that women do, okay? You should treat me like a biological woman, right? And if you don't, then you're a bigot, right? It doesn't matter what my biology actually is. If you don't go along with my pronouns, right, and treat me the way my pronouns say I should be treated, then yeah, you're a racist, sexist, homophobic bigot, right? You're all of those things, Okay, that is basically what he's saying. Okay, which definitely is true, right? That is how some of these people act. Okay, when it comes to their rights. And that is the ultimate point that he's making there. Okay, he's pointing out kind of the insanity and the comedy in that. But again, he did it in a way in which he pointed out things that are gonna make people uncomfortable, right? And because of that, again, the mob is labeling this comedy special as dangerous, right? And again, those jokes were a lot more uncut, okay, than Dave Chappelle. So I wonder what the response is gonna be to this, okay? Ricky Gervais, I hope that considering some of the things that we've seen in the past, right, in terms of the attacks on Dave Chappelle, the literal attacks on Dave Chappelle, I hope your security detail is right, okay? I hope your security detail is right because we got some crazy people out here. So that being said, let's actually read about what these people are saying. LGBTQ advocacy organization GLAAD has responded to Ricky Gervais's newest Netflix special, which has drawn criticism due to jokes mocking trans people. In a statement, GLAAD called the special, quote, dangerous, saying that it consists of, quote, anti-trans rants masquerading as jokes. Quote, we watched the Ricky Gervais's comedy special on Netflix so you don't have to. It's full of organic, dangerous, anti-trans rants masquerading as jokes. He also spouts anti-gay rhetoric and spreads inaccurate information about HIV, GLAAD said in the statement. Attention, Ricky and Netflix. People living with HIV today, when on effective treatment, lead long and healthy lives and cannot transmit HIV to others. Now, I think it's interesting how... they're going after Netflix for this, okay? Because Netflix has basically already told these people, look, y'all don't make us no money, right? Y'all don't make us money. Therefore, we're going to try to be less woke, okay? They actually started to purge some of the woke people in their organization, and they warn employees that, hey, if you don't like working on projects that you deem to be harmful or that offend you, then Netflix is not the place to work for you, right? So I don't think that Netflix is going to listen to any of these concerns. But let's keep reading here. The statement continues. Netflix has a policy that content designed to incite hate or violence is not allowed on their platform, but we all know that anti-LGBTQ content does exactly that. No, it doesn't, right? It just hurts your feelings. This comedy special is not inciting hate or violence against the LGBTQ community. It's not, right? While Netflix is home to some groundbreaking LGBTQ shows, it refuses to enforce its own policy in comedy. The LGBTQ community and our allies have made it very clear that so-called comedians who spew hate in the place of humor and the media companies who give them a platform will be held accountable. Meanwhile, there are plenty of funny LGBTQ comedians to support. Well, Netflix is not... pushing them to the forefront because that doesn't make them money, right? I don't necessarily know how many people want to listen to LGBTQ comedians. Not saying they're not good. I'm just saying if they were making money, they would be pushed to the forefront. Netflix would be pushed to the forefront, right? I'm pretty sure Netflix was wishing there was an LGBTQ comedian that they could make some money off of, right? I'm pretty sure that's what they want more than anything, but they can't. So we already read about the jokes, okay? And we read about the backlash. Now, Gervais kind of knew, right, that the mob was going to come after him in his Netflix special. And he actually addressed it towards the end about how he makes jokes about everybody and that he's actually trying to be inclusive, which is what the mob claims that they want, except that's not what they actually really want. Take a look.
I could have my legs removed, have wheels put on, identify as a pram, right? And if you sound mental, you're a bigot, right? Now, that's a bit hack, that joke now, isn't it? Oh, identify as a thing then, right? It's a bit old-fashioned, right? But I'm going to leave it in to annoy people, right? Because that's the bit that'll offend people. Same as humanity. I talk about AIDS, famine, cancer, the Holocaust, rape, paedophilia. But no, the one thing you mustn't joke about is identity politics. The one thing you should never joke about is the trans issue, right? They just want to be treated equally. I agree. That's why I include them. You know? But they know I'm joking about all the other stuff, but they go, no, he must mean that, right? Like a joke is a window to the comedian's true soul. That's just not the case. I'll take on any view to make the joke funniest. I'll pretend to be right-wing. I'll pretend to be left-wing. I'll pretend to be clever. I'll pretend to be stupid. Whatever makes the joke funnier without prejudice. Okay, full disclosure, in real life, of course I support trans rights. I support all human rights, and trans rights are human rights, you know? Live your best life. Use your preferred pronouns. Be the gender that you feel that you are. But meet me halfway, ladies. Lose the That's all I'm saying.
Yeah, I agree with this guy, right? I agree with him 100% on that, right? Because what these people say that they want, this is what they claim. They say we want equal rights, right? We want to be treated just like everybody else, okay? And everybody else gets made fun of, right? They are the subjects of comedians' jokes. But when you start making jokes about trans people, they're like, oh, no, you can't do that. You're a bigot, okay, if you do that. You're a transphobe if you do that. But it's like, wait, I thought you want to be treated like everybody else. But see, again, this just goes to show you that there's some people that don't want to be treated like everybody else. They want special rights, right? They want rights to not have jokes made about them. They want rights to not have their feelings hurt. When it's like, no. If you want to be treated like everybody else, then you have to get your feelings hurt just like everybody else, okay? Because I'm pretty sure that guy's made jokes about white folks, black folks, you know, all kinds of people across the spectrum, women, you know, whoever, right? They make jokes about everybody. Everybody can get the smoke. But again, you know, to me, it's just sad because if, you know, some of these people just stop crying and whining so much about this stuff and just acting normal, they be treated like normal people, right? If you be like, hey, you know what, cool, make jokes about trans people, I'm gonna laugh at that too. That's hilarious, right? If you laugh at that, people gonna say, oh no, these people are cool, these people chill. I have no issues with these people whatsoever, right? I mean, I'm gonna be honest with you. I mean, I kind of feel like when it comes to the LGBTQ thing, saying LGBTQ is a mischaracterization of that whole community, because a lot of people that are gay are like that, where they're like, you know what? I really don't care about the jokes anymore. I don't care about gay jokes. I don't care about any of that stuff. I laugh at those jokes too, right? And that's why there's a lot of kind of beef going on in the LGBTQ community between gay folks and trans folks, right? Because they're like, no, we're not like that, right? We are cool. And because of that, gay people have become a lot more accepted in our society. Let's be real. I mean, you have prominent gay conservatives out there. Well, how does that happen? Because they're cool, right? They're cool. They're like, okay, listen, guys, I'm just like you, right? I'm human just like you guys. And when you show people that, and you act normal, and you don't get offended by everything just because people make some jokes, or people have certain points of view, or some people might not necessarily be accepting of your lifestyle. If you're like, you know what, I respect your opinion, just treat me as an equal. I don't care if you make jokes about me. A lot of people are gonna start to say, hey, you know what, these people are not that bad. Right? I didn't really know these people like that, but once I got to talk to them, sit down with them, hang out with them, they just like everybody else. I'll have a beer with this person. Right? But see, it seems like the T, right, in that community, for whatever reason, they can't figure that out. Right? But and they just want to continue to have these special rights and privileges that are really keeping them from what they claim they want, which is acceptance and to be treated as normal in our society. Nobody wants to discriminate, but at the same time, when you do stuff like this, it's like, well, do you actually really want to be included or not? Because inclusion means that you get all the smoke that everybody else get, okay? But hey, let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a Black conservative perspective. Peace.